Hopefully you all are fine and working very good. In this session we are going to learn basic commands of SQL query language. But before start learning, please view our channel on YouTube, that is Virtual Pro. Currently I have uploaded 2 videos and and keep continue more videos for your appreciation and likes. So let's start. Please let's start working on SQL query language. Now I am going first using SQL Management Studio 2016. This is a 2016 version. I press the new query button and now I first select database. So I use keyword in SQL query language, MS SQL TSQL we are preferring. Now I selected database. Now I move towards the basic command, that is select command. Select static from table name. Static means all the fields which are in a specific table. I don't select any specific field. I select all the fields which are in my table. The table name is our ERP quotation, ERP wish list. This is our table. Now I run the command by selecting whole statement and press execute button. You may also execute F5 short. This is a short key. I press again F5. Now this is our 88 rows, and these are, you can see the whole result. Now I am going to select top 10 records. So I use top. So I use keyword top, and whatever number of records I use, so I can specify here 10. If I want to 100 records, then I use 100. If I want to 1000 records, then I use 1000 records, and whatever you want. And press execute. First select the statement and execute the command. You may also F5, press F5. Now there are only 10 records because I use top keyword and tell how many number of records are shown in my result. Now we will move further and use alias. First, before going to alias, I use specific. I want to select a specific field, that like that ID, first name, last name, landline, address, remarks, email, and last number status, update reference number, and rest of fields I don't want it, so I don't mention here. Now I select the whole statement and press execute button, or you may also press F5 for of short keyword. So these rest of remaining fields are not shown here. Now I am there are too many null values here. So if I want to make any report, it is not a good thing to specify the null word keyword, because SQL know null, but general person don't know what is the null and what is the meaning of the null. So I remove the null word, null values by using SQL function ISNULL, and after using field name I use what I want. If the address field ISNULL means what if address field have null values, then what you want to display in this field. So I currently display nothing. Now I select keyword and execute command. So now you show from address field there is no null word. If any address is filled out, then they show values. No column name is defined here due to I don't mention what field the name is, because I customize this field. So I use aliases, which is I use custom address. Now select keyword. Now this unknown column name have the column name, have a specific name, that is custom address. You may also select custom address, customer address, whatever you want, you specify here by using S keyword in any field name. To allow that case I am using merging two fields, which is first name and last name, and the merging two fields is can be done by plus operator. Now to discriminate two fields I use space field, and now again plus field, which is concatenation. The whole thing is concatenate two value, two field name. First then concatenate this space, then whole two concatenated values is concatenated again with last name. Now another execute command. There again no column name because I don't mention the specific column name. Now you see Ahmad Khan, Arshad Khan, Abdullah Khan are merged two fields, are one field which are merging by two fields. Now I am using adding custom name, customer address, customer name. Same thing I will done by cell phone and landline. Again place operator, and now using custom, adding custom field name, customer phone, ID, customer name, and now I will use remarks at the end of email. And this field name I renamed it by reference number. So these all are called aliases. All these called aliases, remember, because I rename the field name and specify whatever I want. Now again execute command. I again remove ISNULL operator. Now guys, now I am I press now I am removing this null values from this field reference number. For this I use same thing which I done for address. Yes, and done. Bracket close. Now again execute command. Now you can see that null values skipped out, and where there is no null values, the record will show here. Now I am moving towards how will I use alias for table name. Currently we have done use aliases for only field name, that is customer name, customer phone, customer address and reference number. Now I am using aliases for table name. For this I just use keyword s, same as I do for field, and use whatever I want for alias name, like wish. Execute command. The whole things are same to same, but for using aliases for only table, we can now use is by this. It doesn't necessary for using wish.id because wish is my alias name and what field name I want to show on the result. So I use wish, which is my table name, and dot what fields I want to show in the result. So I can use whatever I want like ID. The same thing happen and same result will be shown. But if we are working on multiple tables and having same field name, then we do this approach. Now for this session, this is enough for whole thing. Now we will go next session and learn more about SQL command and queries. For right now, please like, comment, share and subscribe our channel, that is Mutual Pro, and appreciate our work and give feedback what changes you need and what type of videos you want to upload or describe. Thanks for watching. Keep it up and carry on your learning.